Hollywood lives by transformation, yet when sexuality is involved, the transition has not been smooth, particularly for Black actresses. The years have seen the pressure of conforming to a specific image, fear of job loss, and the burden of public criticism silence many of them. But the times are a-changing. There has emerged a new generation of fearlessness in women, opting for reality rather than corporate expectations. Their courage not only reimagined their professions, but opened doors for others to live freely. Here we celebrate pioneering Black actresses who defied the statistics, pushed against Hollywood protocol, and lived their truth. Some will move you, some will surprise you. Let's begin. Willow Smith. Willow Smith, child of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, grew up under the limelight. Starting from her hit single, Whip My Hair, through to her career in acting, Willow has been associated with her bold decisions. Outside of her craft, Willow has attracted media for her forward thinking when it comes to love and relationships. On a frank conversation on Red Table Talk, which is her mother's and grandmother's talk show, Willow openly revealed she was a lesbian. Although she had given hints before about being attracted to women, this was the first time she openly labeled herself so. Viewers weren't entirely shocked, as Willow had been a long-standing defender of fluidity in love. The entertainment industry, who had already welcomed her difference, also reacted favorably. Some of the more conservative fans protested, but Willow didn't mind, sticking to her craft and development. Nowadays, she's still going strong in her music career and an inspiration for queer Black girls looking up to her as a source of strength in her self-confidence. Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer has been a favorite in American entertainment since her childhood appearance in Akeelah and the Bee. With a career that includes acting, music, and hosting, she is one of the most versatile entertainers of her time. Though confident on screen, Keke kept her personal life under wraps for years, which created rumors about her sexuality. In 2023, Keke came out publicly as a lesbian in the emotional Instagram post, which was followed by an interview where she explained her identity struggles. She testified that even though she had dated men, she never experienced fulfillment. Coming out for her was not only for herself, but also for others to live who they truly are. Fans rallied with widespread support, bombarding social media with love messages. Keke's star power protected her from any serious backlash, and if anything, she won even more fans for telling the truth. Her versatility to move between different industries has made her an untouchable in Hollywood. Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington is most famous for her legendary role as Olivia Pope in Scandal, where she acted out a strong and complicated character. In real life, Kerry has never been open about her personal life, and there have been rumors about her relationships. Even though she was once married to a man, people still speculated about her sexuality for years. In a revealing 2024 interview, Kerry acknowledged what everyone had suspected. She is lesbian. She revealed that she had struggled for years to live up to Hollywood's ideals, which meant hiding her real self. Swayed by the changing times of the industry and the increasing embrace of LGBTQ+ identities, Kerry's choice to come out was personal. While LGBTQ+ activists and fans hailed her courage, some conservative critics were quick to denounce her. Still, Kerry's status as Hollywood's most talented actress was not tarnished. She continues to work on innovative projects and uses her voice to fight for LGBTQ+ rights, proving that even the biggest stars take time to find their truth. Amandla Stenberg. Amandla Stenberg has long been wise beyond their years. Having gained prominence playing Rue in the Hunger Games, they soon became familiar with being associated with activism and coming out on the issue of identity. Amandla, who goes by both she and they pronouns, has never hesitated in speaking about gender and sexuality. Their coming out experience was very intimate. Amandla came out in 2018 in a Wonderland magazine interview when they described how they had found themselves. As a child, they constantly felt different, but didn't know the words to say it. They only later on, through engagement with queer communities, did they fully take up their lesbian identity. Hollywood mostly stood behind Amandla's revelation, as they had already become a progressive voice in the industry. Their coming out was welcomed instead of attacked, showing that queer actors could succeed without hiding who they are. Tinashe. Tinashe is a dance and music sensation. with a sultry voice and fiery performances. Although she established herself in the music scene, she also tried her hand at acting, featuring in different TV series and movies. Although she was famous, Tinashe kept her personal life under wraps until she chose to tell her truth. In 2022, Tinashe disclosed in an interview that she was a lesbian. She confessed she felt pressured into conformity with the image of heterosexuality in response to business pressures. Nonetheless, as she grew older, she felt like she was weary of keeping up a facade for other people's perceptions. People lauded her for her frankness and openness, and her field and cinema communities welcomed her. While rumors within conservative circles questioned whether her outing would affect her career, Tinashe stayed focused. She concentrated on her artistic vision, producing some of her best work to date and demonstrating that talent always wins. Raven-Symoné was a household name as a child star on The Cosby Show, and later cemented her position in pop culture with "That's So Raven." She was frequently asked about her love life throughout her career, but was able to keep her personal affairs out of the limelight. For years, fans speculated about her sexuality, but she never addressed the rumors until she felt ready. In 2013, Raven publicly acknowledged her sexuality via Twitter, expressing excitement over the legalization of same-sex marriage in the US. She later clarified in interviews that she had known she was attracted to women since her teenage years, but kept it a secret due to industry pressures. Although some fans were shocked, others hailed her courage. Hollywood generally endorsed her choice, though she did encounter difficulties as a queer Black woman in the business. Raven has remained active in television since her coming out, guesting on The View and reprising her role on Raven's Home. She wed her wife, Miranda Medej, in 2020, and the couple has been candid about their relationship. Living her truth has enabled Raven to accept roles that reflect her identity, and she still speaks out for LGBTQ+ representation in Hollywood. Lena Waithe. Lena Waithe is perhaps most famous for her behind-the-scenes work, but her presence in front of the camera is just as impressive. As a writer, actress, and producer, she has helped to redefine Hollywood's offerings and make them more diverse. From Master of None to The Chi, Lena has been diligent about keeping Black and queer stories at the forefront of her work. She always knew she was different, but it took a while before she felt ready to let that aspect of herself be known to the world. Lena openly came out as a lesbian in a powerful episode of Master of None, when her character, Denise, struggled with coming out to a Black family. The narrative reflected her own life, so it hit that much harder. Hollywood welcomed the move with accolades, identifying Lena as a leading voice in the business. She became the first Black woman to take home an Emmy for writing a comedy show, something she dedicated to the LGBTQ+ community. Niecy Nash. Niecy Nash established herself as a comedy force to be reckoned with through her performances in Reno 911 and Claws, winning hearts with her wit and charm. She was seen as a straight woman for years, having been married to men previously, but in 2020, she shocked the world by getting married to singer Jessica Betts, stating that she found love in the most unexpected place. Niecy never had a typical coming-out experience. Rather, she merely brought her wife out into the world and let her love story shine. She described in interviews that she doesn't relate to labels and that love defines her relationship with Jessica, not identity. Her fans were largely supportive, appreciating her candor and the bliss she experienced in her new marriage. Hollywood embraced her, demonstrating that the industry is more accepting than it once was. Samira Wiley. Samira Wiley became widely known for her portrayal of Pussy Washington on Orange is the New Black, a character who resonated strongly with many LGBTQ+ viewers. Although she had always been out to those in her inner circle, it wasn't until she became famous that she understood the significance of being openly out. She thanks her OITNB co-star and future wife, Lauren Morelli, for encouraging her to wholeheartedly be herself. Lauren, whose previous marriage had been to a man, realized she was lesbian while working as a writer on the show, and she and Samira soon fell in love. Their love was welcomed by overwhelming fan support and industry acclaim. They wed in a lovely ceremony in 2017, cementing their status as Hollywood's most iconic queer couple. Since outing herself, Samira has continued to develop an incredible career, featuring in The Handmaid's Tale and other prestige productions. She has used her voice to champion LGBTQ+ visibility, empowering innumerable young Black queer women to live their truth. Janelle Monáe. Janelle Monáe is a talented artist who is recognized for her music, acting career, and individuality of style. She has been a strong supporter of LGBTQ+ rights throughout her career and has frequently spoken publicly about her fluidity when it comes to love. In 2018, Janelle publicly announced that she was non-binary and pansexual and shared her truth with the world. Her news was welcomed by the public and industry with open arms. Janelle has been able to use her platform to speak out against norms and embrace acceptance, which makes her an icon for so many. Her music tends to revolve around identity and love, something that is appealing to fans worldwide. Angelica Ross. Angelica Ross is an actress and activist who has appeared in Pose and American Horror Story. She is a transgender woman who has been an outspoken voice in support of LGBTQ+ rights and representation within Hollywood. Angelica is a lesbian who came out early in her career, and her life has been one of struggle and empowerment. Alongside her acting career, Angelica has worked diligently to raise marginalized voices in the LGBTQ+ community. She has been an outspoken leader in the struggle for equality, leveraging her voice to bring attention to matters of concern for queer people, and specifically those of color. Tessa Thompson. Tessa Thompson is a successful actress recognized for her characters in movies such as Creed and Thor Ragnarok. Though she has not openly defined her sexuality, Tessa has publicly talked about her interest in women and her open attitude towards love. She has talked about being oneself and accepting love in its entirety in interviews. Tessa's transparency regarding her identity has struck a chord with numerous fans, and she has become an icon of representation for queer women of color within Hollywood. Her work continues to challenge stereotypes and encourage inclusivity within the entertainment industry. Laverne Cox. Laverne Cox is a Hollywood trailblazer with her revolutionary role as Sophia Bursek on Orange is the New Black. As a trans woman, Laverne has been an outspoken advocate for LGBTQ+ rights and representation. She has publicly shared her experiences as a queer person of color and her challenges within the industry. Laverne's visibility has had a profound impact on the representation of transgender individuals in media. She has used her platform to raise awareness about issues affecting the LGBTQ+ community, inspiring countless individuals to embrace their identities. Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union is a renowned star of movies such as Bring It On and Being Mary Jane. Though she has worked mostly in conjunction with straight relationships, Gabrielle has been forthcoming about her embrace of the LGBTQ+ community. She has talked about her fluidity when it comes to loving and about how she believes acceptance is vital in interviews. Gabrielle's support for LGBTQ+ rights has earned her a lot of love from fans, and she continues to utilize her platform to advocate for representation and inclusivity in Hollywood. Aisha Tyler. Aisha Tyler is an award-winning actress, comedian, and director who has appeared on Archer and The Talk. Aisha has spoken publicly about being bisexual and has been an active advocate for LGBTQ+ rights. She has spoken in interviews about her journey discovering herself within the entertainment industry. Aisha's openness regarding her sexuality has been inspiring to many fans, and she has emerged as a leading voice for queer women of color in Hollywood. Her work remains a challenge to stereotypes and a call for acceptance. Jodie Turner-Smith. Jodie Turner-Smith is a model and actress who appeared in Queen and Slim and The Last Ship. Jodie Turner-Smith has publicly spoken about being bisexual and what it is like to be a queer woman of color in Hollywood. She has talked about representation and the diversity of voices that need to be heard in Hollywood in interviews. Jodie's fight for the rights of LGBTQ+ individuals has inspired many, and she keeps on using her platform to promote inclusivity and acceptance. Zaya Wade. Zaya Wade, daughter of Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, is now a well-known figure in the LGBTQ+ community. Zaya publicly came out as transgender at a young age and has been a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ rights and representation. Although she is still in the early stages, Zaya's authenticity and bravery have inspired countless people. Her parents have also been very supportive, leveraging their platform to help raise awareness on transgender issues and advocate for acceptance. Zaya's exposure has made a big difference in how transgender people are represented in media. These Black women have not only contributed immensely to the entertainment world, but have also opened doors for more acceptance and representation of LGBT people. Their stories remind us of the value of living true to oneself and accepting one's true self, motivating many others to do the same. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.